Hello again, everyone. Comedy hypnotist Kellen Marson here, located at the Kellen Marson Hypnosis Center in beautiful Pierre, South Dakota. So, first off, I want to wish you all happy Easter and thank you for checking out this video. But more importantly, I want to do something fun today. In the past, I've posted videos about weight loss, smoking, some of my comedy hypnosis shows, and things like that. But I thought it'd be fun for us all to do a quick exercise. Now, what this exercise really is it's just to show you how quick hypnosis can happen. How you can use the power of your imagination to create very specific phenomena within your body. This is also a good sign as to whether or not you'd be a good candidate for hypnotherapy. Now, this is not the rule that if you respond perfectly to this, then you would be a good candidate. You don't necessarily have to respond to this. It's more of just an exercise to show you how to get good at using your mind. So, all you need to do is just find yourself a comfortable chair. Now, if you have a set of headphones, go ahead and put them on. Otherwise, there's no need for you to sit here and watch this. All you need to do is just really listen to the sound of my voice, and you will do absolutely perfect with this exercise. Now, I want your feedback. So if this worked for you, go ahead and just post a reply someplace down there underneath this video and let me know how you felt with this specific test. So what I want all of you to do now is, now that you've got a comfortable chair, I want you to let your eyelids go close. I want you just to close your eyelids down. And what I want you to do is, just for a moment, I want you to think about your eyelids. And I wonder what your eyelids would feel like if they became so heavy, so tightly stuck, that there was nothing you could do, say, or think that would ever allow those eyelids to open. You know, if you think about it, maybe there was a time late at night where you were watching TV, and your eyelids were so heavy, they just seemed to close on their own. And no matter how hard you tried to keep those eyelids open, they actually became impossible to fight. And eventually, those eyelids closed on their own. And even if you wanted to open them, they just seemed so heavy, so relaxed, there was nothing you could do, say, or think that would allow them to open. And even if you wanted to open them to hear the noises around you, they were just too heavy, too relaxed, to even care. Think about that feeling in your eyelids for a moment. And know that, of course, if you wanted to, you could force your eyelids open. But I want you to use your imagination. Make it real. Be there, see it, and feel it. And I'll give you just a moment of silence to think about your eyelids, locking, gluing, sticking, and sealing, becoming so heavy and so tightly closed for you that there really is, at this point, nothing you could do, say, or think that would ever allow those eyelids to open. Take it seriously. Want it to happen, expect it to happen, and watch it happen. So just think about your eyelids, and I'll be quiet for just a moment. Maybe you want to think about heavy weights pulling down on your eyelids. Maybe you want to think about a layer of superglue holding those eyelids stuck. It doesn't matter. Use your imagination. Come up with some way for your eyelids to lock tightly closed. And now I'm going to count backwards from 5 down to 1. And with every single count, your eyelids will lock tightly closed. In fact, they will become so tightly closed that when I get down to 1, if you've used your imagination, you will find it impossible to open your eyelids. And the harder you try to open your eyelids at 1, the more tightly closed they will become for you. Just want it to happen, expect it to happen, and watch it happen. And the only way your eyelids will open from this moment forward is when I simply snap my fingers like this. Then and only then will your eyelids pop wide open. But until then, with every breath that you take, your eyelids will lock even more tightly closed. Starting at 5, your eyelids locking, gluing, sticking, and sealing. Squeeze them down, let them become tightly closed, so heavy, pressing. 4, they're becoming even more tightly closed. Already, nothing you can do, say, or think would allow those eyelids to open. If you're taking this seriously, already they won't work for you. 3, they're becoming even more tightly closed, like a thin layer of superglue on your eyelids, locking, sticking, sealing, and gluing. 2, already, nothing you can do, say, or think that would allow your eyelids to open. And on the next count, you can try and open your eyelids and find they won't work for you. And the harder you try to open them, the more stuck they will become for you. The harder you try to open them on the next count, the more impossible it will become for you. The harder you try to open them on the next count, the more impossible it will become for you. And 1. Gently test them and notice how they won't work, how they stuck and stick, how there's nothing you could do, say, or think that would allow them to open. And now when I snap my fingers, your eyelids pop wide open and you feel absolutely refreshed, fantastic, alert, and focused. And you'll be very surprised at how this has worked for you. And eyes open, wide awake. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you notice that your eyelids became tightly closed, I just want you to post the little message down there below on the comments and let me know how you felt during this exercise. I hope you had fun. I hope everyone had a wonderful Easter. And again, I'm comedy hypnotist Kellen Marson. I'm the owner and director of the Kellen Marson Hypnosis Center, located here in Pierre, South Dakota. Have a wonderful night.